Alrighty, time for another early. Well, hold on. My transition isn't working again. Dang it. Let's manually transition. Whoa, I'm totally not clicking the buttons myself. My oh my. Anyway. Hope you're doing well today, though, Sky. Couldn't sleep till like 8 a.m., you think? That is a long time to stay up. I couldn't stay up that long, considering I had to wake up early for today so that, my Fire Emblem streams can continue being EU-friendly and such. So it could be, afternoon over over there, essentially. But yeah, that's pretty late. Usually if I'm staying up like super late, I try to have like 6 a.m. be the maximum. And try not to pull, say, an all-nighter. Unless I'm doing a 24-hour charity stream, which happens from time to time. We haven't done one in a good while now. Like, I probably would have done another one by now if it wasn't for the whole COVID situation. I probably would have been doing a fundraiser along with my Taekwondo Dojang, but since it's closed down right now, can't really do that. Is Twitch being laggy for you? Also, I'm sniffling a whole lot. I know why this cold of mine is like continuously being like this. Can occasionally mute my microphone like that to sniffle. I think. What was I doing in this game again? We just explored last time, I think. And hello, Kraken. 6 a.m. is late, you should sleep then. That's like very, very maximum. Yeah, you don't have to worry about being haunted by a spooky ghost now they've clicked on the stream with my stream title of "Click or literally be haunted by a spooky ghost." Now you don't have to worry anymore. Also, Sky, I noticed that your sub ran out and I already had you down for like a couple more subs as like art commissions. It's like a very strange way to commission. Like you've done some emotes for the channel and such with, commissions of gift subs, so I can just like refresh that is what I can do. Wait, how do I? Oh, I gift to a specific viewer. Okay. At first I was like, wait a second, why is this community stuff? Anyway, I'm pretty sure I already have you down for like a couple other ones. Oh dang, it's set to my... Okay, I can't refresh your sub right now. It's set to my credit card that got the thing that I would be refreshing the sub with is currently set to like my credit card that I had to get canceled because somebody else was making payments with it. So that that card doesn't exactly work anymore. So I can refresh your sub later is what I can do. What did I need to do? Yeah, so somebody else was using my card on their Amazon account. And hello, Diego. Welcome as well. Hope everyone is doing well today. What was I gonna do? Was I going to explore? Oh, we have a bunch of support conversations. Goals. Should I explore? And then get motivation and then we can do battle? Maybe we'll do that? That might not be a bad idea. Have like full motivation for lectures and such. Currently have an 87 in Calc 2. I wish I could have an 87 in Calc. I'm jealous, let me tell you. Okay, let's go feed my students. I think they need motivation. Otherwise, I won't come to class. Unless I feed them. You're gluten for punishment. What? Hawa? Hi. What's today's special? Let's give it to Colin Lysithia. Is what we'll do. Had a dream overnight where you started Calc 3? I don't even wanna hear that. I don't even wanna consider starting Calc 3. Anyway, should I turn up the volume any? I'll probably have to wait until it's a part in the game that it's, a bit louder. And then see if the game needs to be turned up at all. Meh. But yeah, debating on going up to Calc 4. But why? But why though? Why would you put yourself through that? Oh, who else needs motivation? Leonie and Happy, huh? So is there anything that they can enjoy together? Yep. And then I'll just like give Ignatz a lost item or something. Cause you are a glutton for punishment?
That look wow.
I'm sorry, I don't know what it means. Anyway, where's Ignatz at? Where is that nerd? I need to give him some stuff to get up his motivation. Where is he anyway? Ignat. Oh, he's over here somewhere. Who loves calculus? Let me put it this way, you like to make yourself suffer? Or some such. There's some more dialogue over here that I didn't get before. Basically. Hi.
How are you managing the Sword of the Creator?
It's in the convoy.
I hope you have not left it lying somewhere unattended or anything foolish like that.
Well, I mean... no problems.
Need the sword's power on your next mission. I trust you will handle it without much issue.
I sure hope so. Anyway, don't even know what calc is. Really, really crazy math. Ignat, where are you? Hi. Do you have some missing things? Lost items? Hold on. Let's see. Have you lost something, maybe? Have you not lost anything, I wonder? I don't think Ignatz has lost anything. Dang. Well, I mean...
Thank you so much, Professor.
I'll give him an owl feather instead. In that case. Should I just use the rest of my activity points on faculty training in that case? Yeah, I have so many things. Did you lose anything, Ignatz? Have you lost anything from the long list of things that I have? Apparently he didn't. What do we want to build up? Ooh. Let's do this for now, because it's going to be a bit harder to get otherwise. So the spooky ghost does. This Harmonia ghost. What's what the spooky ghost does? Checks for lost items? Hold on. Ooh, let's actually get this up. Apparently I'm 34% boosted. Neat. I unlocked fire. Now I can fire people from their jobs. Did I just see something blue over there that I can pick up? Or am I losing my mind? I'm actually losing my mind. By the way, you're making an RPG project for the summer. Oh, nice. What kind of software are you using for it? Hey, you. Where's... Is it Hanneman? Oh, there he is. There he is. RPG Maker. Gotcha. Yeah, I remember you... yeah, let's do this. I remember using that software for my game design class, so that basically everybody who is part of that class, not just the programmers, would be able to use it, since it was simple enough. But, you know, we were told that for the best marks, we had to, you know, make something that wasn't an RPG Maker. Like, do something the engine wasn't meant to do. And literally not a single person in the entire class did an RPG. So, you know, like, it's great for making RPGs, but other things, maybe not. You know, things that aren't RPGs, it could definitely struggle with. But I mean, that was kind of the challenge. Yeah, right now, when it comes to Sky's sub, we have a few emotes done for the channel that count as, like, commissions for gift subs. But I can't exactly gift out a new one right now because my credit card got cancelled. Is the case. Because somebody else was using it on their Amazon account, and I contacted Amazon, they were like, yeah, it's being used on another account, but for privacy reasons, we can't tell you who it is. Just contact your bank. So I contacted my bank, and they're like, oh, well, best we can do is cancel your card and send you a new one. So I got my card canceled, and I got my new one in the mail, like, a week ago, and all my accounts are still set up with my old card, so, I mean... So, I mean... Yeah, sure, let's do this. Here's what we'll do. We got recover, nice. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to update a whole bunch of my accounts with the new cards since my old one got cancelled. Oh, man. Sorry for all my sniffles. I have to mute my microphone to sniffle sometimes. I swear, the spring fever of mine just keeps getting worse. But yeah, this game you get to be mean with your design. What the one you're gonna design? You're gonna make a hard as nails RPG. Make something really challenging. Diego, you're planning to make an SRPG with, you guessed it, SRPG Studio. I haven't actually heard of that before. What's an SRPG? I'm sorry. I know what a JRPG is. I don't know what an SRPG is. Is it a Spanish roleplay game? I'm sorry. I know that there's Japanese roleplay games, so is SRPG Spanish roleplay game? Spanish Inquisition roleplay game? Easy peasy. And I haven't actually played a Shin Megami Tensei game before. Let's see. Sure. Basically, a game you legit play. If you play, you will lose your sanity. I believe it. How many? I have one more activity point. Who else can I get some faculty training from? Gilbert? Gilbert, you want to train me in some stuff? Hi, Gilbert. Oh, there's always armor. That's gonna be hard for me to get up otherwise. So let's do it. Let's just learn all the things. How about? Ooh, what's this? Curry comb. Probably belongs to someone who cares for horses. So that's Marianne's then, I believe. What else did I forget to do? There's the greenhouse. I don't think I need to fish right now. I can always check the note box really quick. However, it's mostly consistent when it comes to RPG though. What, Shin Megami Tensei? You want to make a small Fire Emblem game? I tried to do that in high school and I couldn't do it. To be fair, I wasn't using like a proper program like like RPG Maker or SRPG Maker or whatever the heck. I was literally just directly coding in Java. So, I mean, it was a little bit easier said than done. I kind of brought a big undertaking. It never quite worked properly the way that I wanted to, but I literally tried to program Fire Emblem in high school. So, there's that. I've never been very good at arithmetic, but I can see how it would be a great skill to have when negotiating with merchants. How do I make it easier to learn? Either memorize lesson books, ask a friend to instruct you, keep practicing as a sink and eventually. I don't know, ask a friend to instruct you, Ash, I don't know. He liked it. Yes, read a note from the advice box. Life would be so much easier if no one had to talk face to face. Isn't written correspondence like this really the best form of communication? Or face-the-door chats? Man, Bernadetta would love COVID-19 quarantine. Think you're missing the point of communication? Occasional human interaction is good for you. You won't succeed in life with that attitude. I don't know. I think you're missing the point of communication. Like, what? All those answers seemed like something she wouldn't like, so what was I supposed to do? Breaking news, high schooler makes a new Fire Emblem game. It never worked properly. Because it was really, really hard to program, as it turns out. So, I now have, you know, way greater respect for, you know, the amount of programming work that goes into stuff like this. I mean, it's been several years since high school at this point, but Fire Emblem 0.5 by Acoustic Harmonia. Like, it was barely functional, if at all. Like, it sucked. It was so hard to program properly. But again, it was, you know, just directly Java. So, I mean, what you gonna do? Alright, now seems like a good time to... Wait, what are my other quests? Head out to the battlefield, collect... Yeah, it's all battle stuff. Alright, let's see these support conversations. So, I have a whole bunch of ones unlocked with myself here. But I assume these can only be after the time skip or something? Probably? Oh, I have one with Rhea? Okay.
Welcome, Professor. This is the first time I have welcomed you here, is it not? There is no need to be nervous. Please, come closer. When
I think maybe I
step
should turn up the
here
game
in
volume.
this room, you are not speaking with the Archbishop, but with Rhea. It's just me.
Understood.
Such a sweet child. My apologies. I should not be treating you like a child. As Gerald's kin, somehow you don't seem at all a stranger to me. Speaking of Gerald, may I ask if he ever spoke of me to you?
I'll just say what she likes. He said you were incredible.
Is that so? Unfortunately, I am unable to believe that such words fell from Gerald's lips. I want you to know that you are free to speak candidly. There is no need to spare me from the truth, however harsh it may be. Since you are here, shall I tell you about the Gerald that I knew? By the look of it, you haven't heard much about his time at the monastery, have you? When I first met Gerald, he was quite young. Why, he could not even grow a full beard at that point. On one fateful occasion, the band of mercenaries he belonged to fought alongside the Knights of Seiros. I was traveling with the knights at the time, and Geralt jumped in front of an attack meant for me. He was gravely wounded, on the verge of death. I tended to his wounds in a desperate attempt to save his life. Thankfully, my efforts were not in vain. Geralt managed to escape a seemingly certain death. I made arrangements for him to receive further care at Garrick Mach. The moment he was deemed fully recovered, I invited him to join the knights.
I didn't know. Thank you for telling me.
Well, it is not a story I have often repeated. Even at the monastery, there are not many who know that. I tell you this because, to me, you are the child of the one who saved my life all those years ago. And also...
Yes?
Never mind. It is nothing. I simply wanted to say that I trust you. By coming to visit with me today, you have... well... suffice it to say that my day is brighter than it otherwise would have been. I thank you for that.
That's a good note there, Diego. Rhea, he didn't even have a beard. Eloise, he looks exactly the same as he did when he was at the monastery. I have confusion. They probably overlooked that if I had to guess. Also, I hear that apparently the Golden Deer route makes out Rhea to be, like, really evil, is the impression that you get about her in this route. So I wonder if you can S-support her in this route. I assume still. But since this route apparently makes her out to be very evil from what I hear, that'd be a kind of funny S-support to go for, you know? I don't know. Let's see all these support conversations.
Whew. Time to rest.
Hey, Raphael. This scene, why is it oddly familiar?
It's almost like this stuff is drawn to me whenever I'm in town. I'm just happy I can use my muscles to help out around here.
But isn't your goal to become a knight? Running errands isn't exactly a knight's job.
I heard that proper knights always help those in need. Isn't that right?
Well, you're not wrong, but I think most people would consider that only a small part of a knight's duty. A knight's main function is to fight and defend, don't you think? That said, I'll agree that helping anyone and everyone who needs it makes you a remarkably virtuous person, which is even better.
If someone virtuous becomes a knight, they'll be a virtuous knight, right? That's about as proper as you can get.
Yes, I suppose so. I, for one, would certainly look for virtue in any knight that I recruited.
So you're saying I'm the type of knight you want to hire for House Regan?
Absolutely. If I somehow actually manage to become the head of my house, that is. I can't see into the future, but you have my word that I'll do all I can to help make your dream a reality. That is, if you're actually able to let somebody help you out rather than helping out the whole world by yourself.
I'm not gonna stop helping others, but you can do me all the favors you want. All this talk of being proper is making me hungry. For my first favor, why don't you bring me a snack?
Why'd it have to end there? I wanted to see what Claude would respond to. The route that makes Rhea evil is Crimson Flower. In other news, it's time for Raphael's sea theme. I figured that Rhea being evil would definitely be Crimson Flower route. I heard that this route as well, the Golden Deer route, apparently makes her out to be, like, pretty bad. I could have sworn. This theme plus Claude equals great things, it sure seems like.
Hey, Ignatz. Getting lost in your imagination again?
No, today I am praying. I'm hoping that if I pray with all my might, she will appear before me.
The goddess, you mean?
Yes. Perhaps it's strange to think about such things.
Nah, you're fine. If I had the chance to meet the goddess, I certainly wouldn't say no. Especially your version of the goddess, huh? A total looker, isn't that right?
That's a disrespectful way of putting it. I just believe that she's a divine beauty. She'd have to be, considering how she mesmerized the people of Fodlan when she walked among them.
Too true. No doubt an incomparable beauty, that one. Funny to think that even now she must be somewhere, right? Well, I guess she's just floating on a cloud or whatnot.
Yes, indeed. Watching over us from above. and they say that someday she will return to walk amongst us again.
Well, don't mind me. You go ahead and get some good praying in. If the goddess appears, you let me know, okay?
What? No! If she does appear, I want it to just be the goddess and me.
It'll be way better if I'm there too. I'm saying this for your benefit, Ignatz.
Why?
Imagine an incomparable beauty standing before you. Do you really think you'll be able to remain calm?
Well, that is to say...
But if I'm there, I can smooth things over. Have a nice chat, invite her to tea, everything a goddess deserves.
Oh, well, I suppose that makes sense.
Of course it does. Now, get on with it. Pray like you've never prayed before.
Some support conversations are certainly interesting, aren't they? Well, what else have we here? Oh, a Hilda one. Fantastic.
What are you writing there, Hilda? Wait, let me guess. You're replying to one of your brother's letters, right?
Of course. It's a pain, but I make sure to always send him a response, otherwise he'll worry. It's much easier than when we lived together. A few letters here and there are a small price to pay for this peaceful, brother-free environment.
Well, that's a fine thing to do regardless of your reasons. As for me, it's been far too long since I've written to my parents.
Oh, I thought your father had died.
Not quite. He's still alive and kicking, as far as I know. The late Duke who died in an accident was my uncle.
I see. I do recall you mentioning that your mother was born into the Regan family. What's your father like, if you don't mind me asking?
He's quite the extravagant character. When I was a kid, he used to tie me to a horse and drag me around.
Excuse me?
In all fairness, I was quite a little brat. The horse thing sounds worse than it is. There's sort of a trick to it.
A trick I hope I never need to learn. Your mother didn't step in and make him stop?
Gods no, she'd just laugh right along with him. If my father is extravagant, my mother's more like a warrior goddess, or maybe a demon queen. This one time, she got into an argument with my combat instructor and wound up in a full-on fist fight with the guy. What's more, she won. My instructor was a mighty warrior, undefeated in 100 battles, but even he was no match for her.
Huh? But your mother is a lady of nobility.
True, but she was the kind of woman to elope with the man she loved and throw it all away. Not your average duchess at all.
Ooh, they eloped! I like that. It's so romantic. Imagine abandoning your family forever to be with the one you love. Not everyone can do that.
It's not a question of can, it's a question of will. Even someone like you who generally despises effort would pull out all the stops for something you really care about. Isn't that right?
Excuse me? I put in plenty of effort.
Hey, that was a compliment. Anyhow, I look forward to the day when something inspires you to try your absolute hardest. It will be something to behold.
Huh. Some interesting backstory. More Claude conversations. Oh, with Balthus we get the next one.
Hey, Claude. Care to pick up where we left off? I got some time to kill.
You'll have to kill time on your own, I'm afraid. My calendar's full at the moment.
Ah, don't be like that. You're not afraid I'm gonna expose your true identity, are you? I would never. Besides, my own bloodline isn't so lofty that I can get away with something like that.
I bet your father would just love to hear you say that. And the Albrecht family is from a distinguished noble house, so I'm not sure what you mean.
Not as distinguished as you would think. And my mom wasn't born a noble.
Ah, the plot thickens. So, your mother was a commoner then?
In a sense, but it's complicated. Listen up, and I'll tell you a little story. You know Kupala, yeah? Those folks have been living in the mountains of Fodlan's throat for ages.
I know it well. Tales of that place were carried on the wind to where I grew up. Here's my favorite. In a land surrounded by tall mountains, untouched by civilization, lies a hidden village. The people who live there, the mystical Kupala tribe. They say that an ancient and powerful bloodline runs through their veins to this very day. Don't try to find them, people say, or you're liable to get hexed. Or so the tale goes. That part was probably added to spice up the story a bit, but even so, there's certainly a mysterious lot.
They don't leave their homeland too often, so it's only natural that strange rumors would arise.
And your mother, is she really some kind of Kupala princess or something?
Not a princess, but she was born and raised there. She left, got lost, and was rescued. By my dad. He fell head over heels for her. Made her his wife. That's when her troubles really started.
Did your father tell anyone where she was from?
Of course not. But it didn't matter. She was still a stranger of questionable lineage. The family treated her horribly. That eventually led to them splitting up and my dad remarrying.
That's not an uncommon circumstance for a noble house. Where is she now?
With nowhere else to turn, she went back to Kupala, even though my pops tried to convince her to stay.
I'm guessing you two left for much the same reason. Too hard to put up with the foul treatment, right?
That's part of it. If my mom had been Fodlan nobility, my life would have been very different. So, what do you think? Did I drum up some empathy? After all, half of your blood comes from...
I hear you, Balthus. Can't say I don't empathize, though our circumstances are pretty different.
So you admit it then! I knew I was right about you. My instincts are second to none.
Your instincts, right. Look, if it makes you happy, you just go on believing whatever you want.
I'll do just that. Say, Claude, it'd be a shame if your true identity was exposed, yeah? Real shame. I'm thinking you better... set up a meeting between me and your mom? She was my first crush, after all. I had it bad for her back in the day. I'm still haunted by the fact that I never had the chance to tell her.
That's... bothersome. And that aside, you do know that time didn't exactly stop for her, right?
Not a problem, pal. Age is beauty.
Okay, I was not expecting that support conversation to go that way. What the heck? Oh, gross, Lorenz. Oh, noes.
So hungry. I gotta eat something.
Again, Raphael? Here, perhaps this will suffice.
Really? I can have this? But don't you need to eat after all that training?
We can't have you starving, can we? Your strength is a great asset. It would be a terrible loss if you fell faint in battle. Besides, no true noble can look upon the hungry with indifference.
Seriously? Wow, that's awful generous of you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. But listen while you eat. I believe it would benefit you to pay more attention to the way you carry yourself in the company of your betters. It is the duty of the nobility to protect the common folk. And, in return, the commoner is expected to show deference and respect. Naturally, I understand that there is a certain tendency toward familiarity because we are classmates. However...
Oh, that was tasty.
Raphael, did you hear a word I just said?
Oh, hey! I sent my little sis some of that fancy treat you gave me a while back. She wrote back to say that it was tasty and to thank you. So thanks.
That is excellent news. I'm pleased to hear that you both enjoyed it. But there's no need for you to thank me. It was actually a gesture of gratitude in the other direction, from me to you. Thanks to the wisdom of your words, I have begun to consider my approach to dining in a completely new way. Mealtime has proven to be ideal for the study of character. It is a tool I intend to make great use of as the leader of the Alliance.
Yep. It's just like I told you. Food tastes better when you eat with good company.
That's not quite what I meant. No matter. You are satisfied, I trust?
I could probably keep eating, but I'm ready to train. All right. Time to get back to it so I can protect my buddy Lawrence.
I've not quite gotten through to you, have I? It is not the duty of a commoner to protect a noble. That is fundamentally against the order of society.
But if you hadn't given me food just now, I couldn't survive on the battlefield because I'd be too weak to train. Who'd take care of my little sis if I wasn't around? She'd probably end up starving to death as well. In a way, By feeding me, you're protecting her, too!
It was only a little food. There's no need to get carried away.
You're a real decent noble, you know that? Worrying so much about my sister and all. All I gotta do is protect you. Then you protect everyone else, right?
I'm not certain your logic is sound, but your strength is undeniable. Very well. Do as you like. Dining certainly is a window to the soul. Eating with you has helped me to see that I've misjudged you. You're not some gluttonous simpleton. You are grateful for the protection the nobility offers, and eager to emulate our example.
Well, that was certainly an interesting support conversation, wasn't it? Well, Lawrence, oh great. More support conversations to go.
It didn't work. Odd. My logic was sound, or so I thought.
Ah, Lysithea. I've just happened upon some lovely tea leaves. Would you care to join me for a cup?
Nope. Busy.
While I admire your dedication to research, you simply must take breaks now and again for the sake of your health.
I am perfectly capable of knowing when to stop. I'm no child, I'll have you know.
Come now, take just a brief respite. Look, I've even brought snacks to go with the tea.
Ooh, that actually looks pretty tasty. All right, fine.
Well, what do you think? These are made especially for my house. I've loved them since I was a boy.
Oh, geez. Wow. Actually, this is delicious. You have excellent taste, Lawrence.
Have as much as you'd like. For the sake of our friendship, I consider it well worth the investment. I'd like to know more about you, Lysithea. Where did you learn such a command of magic? When you were a child, what kind of...
Come on. Can't we just enjoy the snacks? I loathe talking about myself.
Openness is a prerequisite to successful diplomacy. You'll learn that when you take your first real steps into high society.
Can you stop with the kid treatment? I mean, really? Is age the only thing you consider when engaging with others?
But there's nothing the matter with being young. There is a role to be played at every stage in life. That is how we learn and grow.
Are you even listening? Ugh, it's like you can't even help yourself but to continue treating me like a child.
I absolutely recognize your raw ability. You possess quite a rare gift for magic. I hope we can find a way for you to use that gift to help as many people as we can. Surely you can agree to that, at least.
You really are relentless. I'll spell this out for you once more. I don't care.
You're headstrong, just like me. That very quality will ensure a better future for Fodlan.
I, sir, am nothing like you. You're bullheaded and boorish, and utterly fixated on the future. All you care about is what's to come. Sure, it's all well and good to be thinking about such lofty things. However, for me, the future's a very long ways off. Better to focus on the present, on the here and now. Thanks for the tea.
Lysithea?
Lawrence got a little stunned there, huh? He was a little bit taken aback. Looks like we have another one with Hilda as well.
Thank you, Lawrence. You've done so much for me. You've been a tremendous help.
It was but a trifle. Surely there was no small amount of danger, but in the interest of experience, I was happy to endure.
You're so strong that I can't help but feel safe in your presence.
Yes, of course. Although, no matter how much brute strength we bring to bear, it is important that there be a leader on the field as well. Without someone possessed of my sound judgment and adaptability, we would surely be lost.
Surely, yes. My thoughts exactly. But,
What is it?
I'm going to keep providing support from the back. You wouldn't mind doing more fighting for me, would you?
Oh, well, physically I can, certainly. But if you mean on an everyday basis...
I knew you would. You have the generous soul of a true noble. I'll have to write back home and sing your praises.
Really? You mean to your father and brother?
Oh, yes. I have to write my big brother pretty often, as a matter of fact. He gets upset if I don't. And yet, I never have much to write about. I've been really straining for topics. That must strike you as a terrible nuisance, the idea of me blabbing about you in my letters.
Nuisance? Oh, hardly. Your brother is one of the foremost commanders of the Alliance. I can think of no higher accolade than to have my name passed on to his noble ear.
Then I'll tell him about all your thrilling exploits. Although if you can't help, that's okay too. I'll find something else to write about.
Oh, fear not. I shall show you exploits of a nature more thrilling than you could ever dream. Incidentally, when you write to him, please do not refer to me merely as Lawrence. Please use my full name, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester. This will be an excellent opportunity to advance the status of the Gloucester name.
What a funny boy.
What a funny boy. Well, we got C+. Looks like Raphael can also talk to Hilda, huh?
Who is it?
It's me, Raphael.
Oh, Raphael! I'll get the door. What are you up to? Oh, whoa! What an enormous crate! And look what's in it. Crystal vials, shiny rocks.
And I got this too.
Oh, what a splendid flower. And so fresh. Hey, wait a second. Is that for your sister?
Yeah, I finally got my hands on something cute, just like you suggested.
That's so nice. But wait a second. Is this that flower from Fodlan's throat?
Of course. I had to run to make it back in time. It was a lot farther than I thought.
You ran all that way? And while we're on the topic, aren't these all Myron crystals? Such fine carvings on them. They must be the work of a true artisan. It couldn't have been easy getting your hands on these.
I figured I should follow your advice. You know more about what's stylish than I ever could.
Well done. I'm sure your sister will be pleased. All that's left is to make that necklace.
Yeah, about that. I don't know how to put it together. I've spent so long trying to figure it out that the flowers have started wilting. There are only a few nice ones left.
Huh. That's not good. I could try telling you how to make it, but you can't afford to lose any more flowers. Oh, all right. Looks like it's Hilda to the rescue. I'll take it from here.
Seriously? You're really gonna help me?
Sure. I make myself things from time to time, and this is definitely easier than teaching you how. But you owe me for this. I expect to be paid back.
Don't you worry about that. I'll find something really nice to pay you back with.
It couldn't have been easy finding all these trinkets. He must really love his sister. Still, older brothers can be so dense.
Support level B. Neato. Okay, I'm talking about my tier 3 emote. What? This right here? Boopity bop. Like one of my favorite ones. Boopity bop.
Oh, hey, it's you. Going for a walk again today?
No, I'm on cooking duty today, and I have to head into town for some groceries.
All on your own? I'd better go with you. I'd be worried if you went by yourself.
No, please, I can manage on my own.
But won't you have a hard time carrying everything back?
Not at all. I'll be fine. I'm just replacing a few ingredients. Also, I may not look it, but I'm actually quite strong. I've been exercising every day.
You're right. You don't look it. Your biceps are a fraction of the size of Raphael's. If you start fumbling around under the weight of all the groceries, and then you trip and spill everything everywhere... Look, I'm just saying, that could be your future. It could happen. It doesn't look pretty.
That's what you think of me, huh?
Yep, you're honestly a bit of a mess.
I see. If that's how you feel.
Oh, knock it off with the wounded puppy dog eyes. As though I'm some sort of villain in your story.
I'm sorry. That wasn't my intention. I'm just a bit sensitive, that's all. You're talking like you don't respect me.
I see. So now it's my fault? No matter how grown you seem to think you are, there's so much you're incapable of. You can play at being a mature adult, but it only ever complicates things, and that's exactly what makes you look like a child.
Oh, enough already! Would you just leave me alone?
Maybe I went a bit far that time. But he's so stubborn despite his ineptitude. I can't just leave it be. He's so foolish, constantly making a mess of things. Wait, but then...
No matter how much we stretch, some things are always beyond us. I think it's fine to be vulnerable and ask for help sometimes.
What he said to me before. To everyone else, do I seem just like Ignatz?
Do I seem like Ignatz? Ah, gross! Ignatz! Well, it's like he has one with Hilda as well.
Where is it? Oh, hello there, Ignatz.
Yes, hello, Hilda. What's the matter?
Oh, it's just that I'm looking for a book. I can't seem to find it anywhere. I think it might be on one of the high shelves. Could you give me a hand?
I'm really sorry, but actually... Some people got hurt while training in magic. I'm rushing to grab some medical supplies.
Whoa, that sounds serious. Don't let me stop you in that case.
Thanks. I'll be right back. Sorry to keep you waiting. Now, what was the book you were looking for?
Is everyone okay?
Yes, it turned out to just be some scrapes and bruises. Oh, is that the book?
Yes, I went and grabbed a ladder. That made the book much easier to find.
You could have just asked someone else for their help.
Well, you said people were hurt, so I just figured everyone had more important things to do. Honestly, I don't love heights. It was a bit scary up there, but here we are. I managed.
I see. Well, I'm sorry I couldn't help.
Why are you apologizing, silly? Surely first aid is more important.
I thought you might wait for me to come back, that's all.
Oh, but giving first aid, that's not an easy job. I figured you'd be worn out. The last thing I want is to push you too hard.
That's thoughtful of you, Hilda. Thanks for watching out for me.
Oh, don't mention it. Do my cleaning again and we'll call it even. You did such a lovely job last time. The floor was practically sparkling. I swear the air even tasted cleaner.
I'm glad you liked it. You're really good at giving compliments, you know that? I suppose that's why everyone's so eager to help you with things.
Exactly. By heaping praise on people, they're more eager to help me in the future. Oh, but that's not what's happening here. I was really, truly impressed by your cleaning skills.
I wish I had everything figured out like you.
Well, good old Hilda supports, you know? Good old Hilda supports. Oh, we can get a couple with Lysithea to B.
Ah, found you. Hello, Lysithea. Hilda? What's that box you're holding? It's making me nervous for some reason. Your big sister Hilda's here, and she's going to make you look all grown up. I, don't recall ever asking you to... That's right, I knew exactly what you needed. You didn't have to ask. Now take a seat. With makeup, you can't just pick your favorite colors. You must choose colors that suit you and the occasion. If you'll be up close and personal, if you're going to a ball, for example, you want to keep it subtle. On the other hand, if you're going to be on stage, the colors should be overt. I've never used makeup before. It sounds complicated. Let's put up your hair to show off your knack. But we'll leave a few strands hanging to make you look more vulnerable. Why would I want to appear vulnerable? I don't want to be attacked. This is for wooing, not warring. When you're older, you might understand the importance of looking a little vulnerable. Ugh, you're treating me like a child. But I guess it's mostly harmless. Now, when you're standing, put your non-dominant foot a step back. It looks more elegant. When sitting, don't lean back, but don't slouch either. And ensure at all times you are gracefully extending your fingers. Gracefully extending? Ugh. Suddenly standing and sitting are an exhausting activity. Hilda, that's enough. This is wearing me out. I knew you had potential. You'll go far, my darling. A couple of years to develop your charms, and no girl will outmatch you. I'm not sure I'm cut out for this type of thing. Oh, believe me, you are. With a little help from me, you'll have men falling at your feet. No thanks. You're more suited to such things. I'll leave it to you. I haven't the time or the energy to fuss over how I'm perceived. Even with my best efforts, I'll never be as good at this as you are. Still, this was rather fun. Thank you, Hilda. She really is brimming with untapped potential. When she smiles like that, wow, even my heart skips a beat.
Well, they managed to get to B. We've got one more B.
Hey, I'm about to take out the trash. Got anything you want me to take? How about these? Just some old study notes of mine.
Wow, that's quite the pile there. You sure it's all fine to throw away?
Of course. It's all safely stored in my brain now. If I concentrate, I can access any of it with ease.
Why am I not surprised? I wish I had even half your power of concentration. Okay, here we go. Ugh, this is pretty heavy. Well, it'll be a good workout. Oh, but you were telling me not to take my training so lightly. Still, can't hurt to get a little exercise in. I'll just take it at a run. See you later. What is it, Lysithia? Was there something in that pile of paper you wanted to hang on to after all?
No, that's not it. There's just something I want to say to you. I'm sorry for saying your way of doing things was inefficient. You've clearly grown plenty strong, doing things as you have. Not to mention, multitasking and training in that way surely presents interesting challenges.
Well, sure. But if everyone has their own methods, then your methods aren't wrong either. All you did was share them with me, so there's no need for apologies. Still, it's probably beyond me to imitate your levels of focus and concentration. How do you even manage to throw yourself into only one thing like that?
I haven't much choice. I can't waste even a single moment.
I can understand that. I'm sort of the same way. I hate feeling like I'm not getting enough work done. Anyway, you should just do what works for you. You've got something you want to achieve, right? That's why you feel pressured to study so hard.
Yes.
Then focus on what matters to you. Leave the rest to people who have the time for it. And hey, if you need any heavy lifting done, you know where to go. The way I see it, it's all training.
You know, Leonie, you're so kind, so strong.
Whoa, what's with the compliments all of a sudden?
I was just thinking what an incredible partner you'd make. Really, you've got all of the perfect qualities.
What?
I'm not simply saying that. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say.
You're making me blush. What a strange way to compliment someone.
I'm trying to pay attention to these support conversations, but I can't because I'm distracted with everything that's happening in chat instead. That's what happens. So I'm like only paying like slight attention to the actual support conversations.
Zelda, you said you wanted to talk? Whoa, what's with all these expensive necklaces? Why do you have them all laid out like that?
Pretty, right? I'll let you choose whichever you like.
Huh? Why would you do that?
Just choose. I want you to have one.
I'm not gonna accept a gift like that without a reason. Even with a reason, I'd probably decline.
Look how gorgeous they are, though. Wearing beautiful things gives you energy.
Maybe for you.
Yes, for me. Why would it be any different for you?
Because to me, those are just fancy decorations. Take this one, for example. How did you come by it?
This was the first necklace I picked out for myself. It doesn't suit my style nowadays, so I don't often wear it.
That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. The sentimental value of each one. These necklaces are nice and all, but I don't have any special feelings or memories about any of them. But this charm, it's packed with things I don't want to forget. Captain Gerald's teachings and a lot of memories, too. Even if to you, it's just a dirty hunk of wood.
I do understand. But still, you're not going to be very popular with the boys if you keep wearing that dirty old thing.
Like I care about that.
You can drop the whole stony-faced act. Come on, I'm offering to help you here. I could even make a charm for you as a gift, if you're really hung up on sentimental value.
Make a charm for me? You do that?
Sure, why not? I don't want you to be alone your whole life. Besides, this happens to be a talent of mine. It'll be really, really cute, so you'd better wear it.
Sure. I can't just accept a gift for nothing, though. I'll make one for you, too, if you'll teach me how. And I'll put plenty of feeling into it, so when we exchange them, it will really mean something.
Oh, that sounds lovely. I'll gladly teach you how, but make me something cute, okay?
I'll see what I can do.
Well, slowly but surely getting through the support conversations. Okay, just one left. Just one left for now.
Oh, this is pointless. My head's about to split in two.
Wow, Balthus, what's with you, friend? Never seen you so deep in thought. Next thing I know, snow will be dumping out of the sky here in Abyss.
Shut your trap. I'm driving myself crazy over here. Got a lot on my mind, okay?
Like?
Fine. You know how I never got any stories out of you the other day?
How could I forget? I won every last round. It was clear that both Lady Luck and the goddess herself had given up on you. Your powers of deliberation weren't any help either.
You caught me off my stride, got it? But it was clear I'd never win a story from you, so I went digging.
Uh-huh.
I was especially curious about that crest of yours, so I went rifling around for a lead. I got to thinking.
You must have time on your hands if you're spending it thinking. Well, let's hear it.
There's a story they tell where my mom grew up. Long ago, the village got in a squabble with some folks looking to conquer the place. A village elder gave some holy red stuff to their wounded soldiers. Some kind of liquid, who knows? After she did that, some of them made a complete recovery, against all odds. The rest of them were changed, but not for the better. They up and vanished before long.
And then?
Crests suddenly manifested for the ones who survived. They weren't inherited or gifted by the goddess. It's a real thinker, yeah? A real thinker.
Near death but survived, despite all odds. Wait, the elder whom my mom saved. Could he have used something similar? No, it can't be. Yet, something here is unsettling in its familiarity.
Hit the mark, did I?
I don't know whether you hit the mark or missed it entirely, but your story was a cute one, regardless. The truth is, I've been trying to sort out who I am, and, well, I haven't been successful in it. I don't even know whether my mother is truly my birth mother, or why it is I have this crest. At this point, I have nothing but speculations. Maybe I'll sink into my grave without ever knowing the truth.
Lots of things in life don't have an answer. Just pick the story you like best and run with it. That's better than finding out a truth you can't live with. You can really mess your head up like that.
Damn it, you're right. To think that something so trivial could bother someone like me.
Look who's a quick learner. Thinking too much will sap your energy, pal. I avoid it whenever possible. In fact, it's been ages since I last thought so deeply. My head is really hurting now. But if that old legend is true, what was that holy red stuff? What happened to the vanished soldiers? Once I start thinking about all that, I keep going round and round in my head. And then it's dawn. And then it's nightfall. And then it's dawn again. And...
Hey, Balthus?
Let me at him! Oh. Not a fight then. That's what I get for overusing the old noggin.
You damn fool.
Well, that was certainly an interesting support, wasn't it? Anyway, that's all the support conversation. It also occurred to me that I forgot to go to the Amiibo gazebo. I was going to do that earlier, and then I wound up forgetting. I went straight to the dining hall, but let's go do this before I forget. What do we have today? Pure water, smithing stone, Angelica tea, sweet apple blend, chest key that I might never use. Well, did I miss anything? I don't think so. Let's just go to the Holy Tomb quickly. Oh yeah, I could also go to Abyss and see if there's any scrapped weapons. Actually, I think that's only once per calendar month, right? Not once per exploration. And I already did it last exploration. So, nothing else to do, I don't think. Fish Bounty Festival was last time. I have no idea what... Ooh, look at all this stuff. A whole bunch of things. Yoink! I'll yoink them all. Are there any hold items, though? No? Guess not. Oh, we got a bunch of stuff, but none of it was all that particularly spicy. But sometimes it be like that. Weapon will break when repeated use brings its durability to 0. You can fight with a broken weapon, but your might and hit rate will be reduced. Enemies will make follow-up attacks more easily. Be careful with your weapons. You cannot repair them mid-battle. Oh, noes. But you can access the convoy mid-battle and just replace them. What is the durability of all my weapons right now, anyway? Poor bow abuse. I need to have some broken bows in my convoy. For occasional use. They can be handy to have around. Oh, that iron axe is about to break, but whatever. I mean, we're probably fine with inventory, right? Right? Probably. Alright, we need to head out to the battlefield. Let's end today's free time. Always instruct manually, please. Alright, listen up. I don't know what you're gonna listen up for this time. Wait, I need to change my... No, not goals. Group tasks. So, they only need D in riding to be... Or in flying to be able to get the thingamabob to get... what is it? Darting blow. What's new in Excel? I don't care. Just let me open my spreadsheet, okay? Just let me do that. So then, hold on a hot second. Let's see who already has D in flying. Also, what was I planning on making Marianne again? Okay, she can stay in flying because I'll probably make her a dark flyer anyway. You know? And then for Hilda, yeah, she needs some more flying experience. Who's somebody that needs a little bit of a flying experience just to get darting blow, though? Who doesn't already have it? And unfortunately, it's a female exclusive skill, so I mean, what you gonna do? Can't give it to any of these nerds. So Lysithia's already there. Hilda's working on it. Leonie, I don't think will have it since I'll have other skills. Well, I mean, it could be a nice skill to have just for now. Just until we get the spicier skills later on. It could be something good to have. Looks like Anna's already there. Wait, in which case we don't need flying as a thingamabob anymore. So, what do I want on her in that case. So we can get Darting Blow. We can keep on working on lances for now so that we can get Darting Blow and such. And then should we just work on like some magics or something maybe? Maybe. I don't know. Let's work on those for now. Let's see. Okay then. So when it comes to our group tasks, it's probably fine like that. Does anybody need their goals to change? Claude is almost at A in axes. Getting very, very close. I'll just leave him in axes for now. He's getting very darn close. Lorenz, yeah, he can do that and then he can get Vantage and such. Oh wait, but then at some point I'll have to teach him axes as well. For like good old Vantage, Wrath, Defiant, Crit. If I want to do that. But that means I'll also have to train you in flying if I want to give you that. Is the thing. Then. Well. I mean, it's a tricky situation we have here. I may just train Ignatz in both magics for now. Is what I may do. Let's see, for Lysithea. Yeah, I gotta get Lance up a little bit to try to get Darting Blow. Is probably a good idea. Marianne, yeah, you can work on that for now. Oh, you're in Pegasus Knight right now, huh? So we can get you Darting Blow during the next battle in that case. Is what we better do. Hill can just work on both of these for now. May as well. We'll have to tramp some riding or something at some point. Methinks. Leonie is... Okay, we're working on axes for like Wrath and such. We're already a mercenary for Vantage. We'll have to build up flying at some point if we do want Defiant Crit. I mean, we could always change one of these to flying right now, and then we can work up towards Darting Blow and such. This is what we could always do. For Anna, we already changed around her skills. Yeah, keep on working on axes so we can work towards Wrath and Defiant Crit and stuff, so you'll need to work on flying at some point. I may as well work on some magics for now. Balthus can keep on working on both of those for now. He may as well. Constance, oh my goodness, your Reason Magic is already at B, about to be B+. My goodness, and we still haven't fought a single, like, multi-tile monster yet. We're about to during the next stories chapter, but, you know. Jeez, we're getting a whole bunch of experience of things, aren't we now? So, let's instruct. I need to remember who I got the buff for this sauna from. Like, we have that for Claude, so may as well train him in some stuff. Train my dudes who have the buff for this month. For who else got it? Apparently I brought runs to the sauna. So what am I missing? Do we just want to get that up to C? Just so that it's up there. Let's see if we can get it. Let's see if we can get it up there. And maybe we can change his skills. Neat.
Now I see the heart of it.
So we can change him to mercenary if need be. Is the case. In fact, let's go ahead and check his goals. So yeah, we don't need swords for him anymore. His sword is done. We got up to C. That's all it needs to be. So in that case, maybe we'll change it to axe now. Maybe. Might be a good idea. To get him some spicy skills, let me tell you. I could also potentially... We do have a Dark Seal. I could try to get Life Taker on him, which wouldn't be half bad. So it looks like Raphael isn't refreshed. I'm pretty sure I refreshed 6 people, right? Okay, Ignatz isn't refreshed. Lysithea's very refreshed, apparently. Oh yeah, we could just get that budding talent unlocked just so that it's, you know, a thing that we have. Just so that we have it. There we go! Budding talent. This unit now excels in the sword skill. I probably should have done that as soon as I could, so that I wouldn't be training something that she sucks in.
Talent like this, hidden away.
Now that she rocks at it. You know? Also, hold on, what are her things set to? Those two right now. Okay. But yeah, now when it comes to sword, we don't have to worry about her, you know, sucking at it. Now she's great in it. So, who else was refreshed? Who else did I refresh again anyway? It's like Leone was one of them. I mean, we could just train some flying for now to work towards getting Darting Blow. Maybe. Because Lance is already where it needs to be, so I mean, could briefly reclass you to a Pegasus Knight when I get the chance. Okay, neat. Neat. Who else was refreshed? Not you. Looks like Yuri was. I could always unlock the budding talent. Or train some axes. We could just get the budding talent unlocked. That way, you know, he rocks at it. Maybe. I don't know. Sure. Let's get you your stars. Or something. I don't know. Oh, that kind of sucked, didn't it? Dang it. So there's one more that I refreshed, right? Alright, very refreshed. Okay. So we could get that budding talent established. Maybe. Sure, let's do it. Let's work towards unlocking it.
I'm getting the hang of this.
Sooner we unlock it, the better, because that way, you know, he'll excel at it. So, you know. Okay, there's the first star. So then, maybe I'll train up Ignatz in the last one, just to see if we can unlock your Reason budding talent. How about? Or come closer to it, at least.
I feel like I get it now.
I hope you do. Neat. Alright, that's 2 stars. One more to go. One more to go for that. Let's go ahead and begin the lecture.
Professor.
When I envision nobles in battle, I see them gallantly racing across the field on horseback, trusty lance in hand. It is my duty to meet this ideal, hence my interest in lance and riding skills. Don't worry, you'll eventually do that, Lawrence. But we're looking at the big picture here, okay? Don't worry, you'll do it somewhere down the line. It's Leone's birthday. Time to host a tea party. I think my computer recently restarted, so I don't think I have the tab with, like, the tea party stuff anymore. Alright, let's look it up. Serenus Forest Tea. Let's see. What does Leone like? Let's find out. Apparently, it's 4 spice blend and Angelica tea. Well, Angelica tea is 2 stars. Do I have a 4 spice blend? No? No 4 spice blend. In that case, Angelica tea it is.
That looks delicious. I think this might be my favorite tea.
I sure hope so.
Thanks.
I sure hope it is.
Hot.
Talk. Books you've read recently. Apparently she likes that. A word of advice. She likes that. She likes a word of advice.
Yeah.
And working hours for guards. She doesn't like that. Monastery security. She likes that.
Don't throw away anything that's still usable, okay? I'll take whatever you don't need.
Believe me, I already keep all the broken weapons. So apparently the correct answers are nod and commend for this. I don't know how you're supposed to know the answers to those ones, honestly. Okay, neat. Wait a second. There's lines if you observe.
This is really nice.
What do you have to say?
What are you staring at me for? I've been doing all my training.
What else do you have to say? What else is it? What other dialogue do you have? Tell me! Okay.
Captain Gerald made this necklace for me a long time ago. It's a reminder of where I came from.
Oh! I didn't know that. Glad we got to see
Thanks
that.
for the tea. Invite me by again sometime.
Maybe. Neat.
That was amazing, Hilda.
Something about you makes me want to put in effort. It's kind of weird.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Oh yeah, getting the hang of it.
Nice. Wonder if I should try promoting you already, if it would even properly work. Okay, Claude is almost to A in axes.
My efforts have borne fruit.
He got
It's fun
Nosferatu.
when you know what you're doing.
Now he could drain the life out of his enemies. But, I mean, he already does that to his allies, so I mean.
I see.
Mastery is within my grasp.
Ward? You got Ward, huh?